Welcome everyone, Costin here on Serious Gaming with my walkthrough of Age of Wonders 3 on the hard difficulty. You can either play as the Elven Court or the Commonwealth in the campaign. I'll play for both of them, but I'm gonna start as the Commonwealth because I prefer it. I'm not gonna play some tree-hugging elves, saviors of nature and all that bullshit. No, I'm gonna play the Commonwealth, which is gonna tear down the trees, burn them, in the name of industry, progress. Yes. Northern Rebellion, Edward's story.
The Commonwealth spreads to all known lands, bringing the ideals of a united world where all races live in peace. Yet the Empire's harmony is threatened by rebels who fear its progress. Chief among them are the High Elves, who dream of the bygone age when they ruled the world. They inspire dissidents as far north as the land of Briska. In the west, the Commonwealth extends a last offer of peace to the High Elves. Meanwhile, I will restore rightful rule to Briska province.
What does this button do?
In accordance with the General Regulations for Officers, Volume 4, Section 12, Military Records, I, Edward Portsmith, Dreadnought Commander, make this record. As a graduate of the Imperial Dreadnought Academy for Mythomechanical Systems, I commit myself to do what is right. I pledge on my honor to fulfill my duty in the service of Divine Emperor Leonis, the Commonwealth, and its free people. I vow to uphold the law of the people without regard to race, creed, heritage, or personal sentiment. I devote my mind to logic and the hard sciences. I take upon myself the ancient oaths of our founders. I am ready.
So he talks about science and progress and all that stuff, but they call the Emperor divine. Interesting. Interesting.
Day 38 of our journey north. In the distance, I see brilliant white mountains, tainted by columns of smoke rising from a city in ruinous rebellion. Centuries past, the Commonwealth drove out the Frostlings. Like the High Elves, they used archaic claims as an excuse for backwardness and savagery. My predecessors cleared away the monsters of ice and snow and brought civilization. Still, this land is full of ancient secrets. A fanatical cult worshipping a frozen goddess has provoked an uprising. The people have cut off all tributes to the Commonwealth and razed a number of towns. Now ice encroaches over their fields, while monsters that have not been seen for generations have returned. No doubt the High Elves are behind these troubling events.
I wouldn't be so certain. There's a number of races which are actually missing from this game. You saw him mention the Frostlings. I don't think you can expect to see them. The undead are missing, yes. The fucking undead, which have been since Age of Wonders 1, are not part of this game. That's not to say you don't find undead units, but they're not what you expect them to be. There's also the halflings, which are not present in the game, and the archons, which were these beings of light, which look like Romans, used Roman weaponry. They had a pilum, they had the Roman scutum, armor, all that stuff. They're also missing as a playable race in skirmish and all that. They still show up in the game, from what people have told me, except that they have turned undead. Which is like, why the hell? It's like, oh, these archons, these beings of light, which dedicated themselves to wiping out the undead. It's like they're turning against, turning into undead. It's like, nice, well done. All right.
One unexpected twist in this mission is my duty to guard the Emperor's niece, the sorceress Larissa. She doesn't seem to remember me, but we were once friends when we were children. I remember long summer days in the Imperial Gardens. She and I shared secrets and dreamed of how we would serve the Empire. But now she is quiet and studious. All she will tell me is that she is searching for ancient artifacts in Briska. My mission parameters are as follows. 1. Depose anyone claiming to rule in this rebellious territory. 2. Rebuild the cities destroyed by the marauders. 3. Protect Larissa and assist with her search. On the morrow, this dreadnought will restore civilization to a lawless land.
With regards to the frozen goddesses that he mentioned, that could likely be Arctica from Age of Wonders 2, because she didn't die in Age of Wonders 2. She was present there. I don't remember if she was in Age of Wonders 2 Shadow Magic. I don't think so, if I recall correctly. I don't think she was there, or maybe she was. Either way, Artcar didn't die. She was in charge of Frostlings. Who knows what the hell happened with her. She got her ass kicked by Merlin, so her power was quite weak. She was quite weakened, which would have allowed the humans to take over the land. Anyway, let us begin. Edward Portsmith. That's a very original name. Portsmith, yeah, sure. The rise to power begins. Finally, we have arrived in Briska. Although Oscar leads them, it is said that the violent cult is the true power behind this rebellion. They worship a frozen goddess and want to break away from the Commonwealth. What do you think, Larissa? I have a feeling that there's more to it than that. Where's this cult coming from? What is their agenda? And who is this frozen beauty? Oh, okay. There must be another force at work here. I know this is your first mission since the Academy, Edward. Are you prepared for it? Yes, and I have brought the Tome of Wonders with me in case we need more helpful information. Let's go. The Tome of Wonders is your encyclopedia, as it were. I can research a new skill. I'm gonna go with Invention, which increases my spell casting points. I hope in this game the bullshit of Age of Wonders 2 was reduced. And when I say that, in the campaign of Age of Wonders 2, there's only a surface level, by the way. In the campaign of Age of Wonders 2, what happened was that you had missions connected to each other, and your hero would carry over from one mission to another. Actually, your heroes, like your main hero, your wizard, and then your regular heroes, which could die, would carry over from mission to mission along with their items, their skills, and all that stuff. And what this meant is you could research skills on your main character, which would give you an overwhelming advantage in the next mission. There were about 3 missions per sphere of magic, because you were mastering all the spheres of magic in the game. Anyway. And you're also playing a guy named Merlin, yes, Merlin, which apparently has been sentenced to death by Queen Julia because he shattered the wizard's throne. Anyway, we have a well-defended village. 5 units, you can carry 6, and you do start off with 6, actually. 7, really, if you want to count Larissa. But taking this town would be pretty difficult. We should find a place nearby to settle and build an army. Decent plan. Leonis sent 2 young recruits after me. What a sad sight. Take your outdated views and ideals elsewhere. They will soon be forgotten, as will the Commonwealth itself. I wouldn't be so certain about the Commonwealth disappearing. No, I'm not gonna negotiate. The reason I say that is because there have been... Now, this town has been destroyed, so I'm gonna send one of my human settlers, which are capable of building outposts and also building lost towns. So I'm gonna send one there, send another here, send Larissa to take this mine over here, and send him right there, moving that settler. Now, in this game, to control farms and stuff like that, you need to control there. For that, you need towns. Okay, Larissa must survive. Like, he will revive, Edward will revive at the city, but if Larissa dies, you're screwed. So you obviously don't want her to die. Now, you have an objective, which is to build an outpost. Now, I'm gonna take control of that, and I'm gonna start building that outpost where the game recommends me to do so. Also, I'm gonna start, I can get human builders. Now, what do human builders do, actually, you might ask? Well, wait a second. Hold on. So they can tunnel, they can build watchtowers, they can build a fortress. Now this is different from a human settler. One. In that a human settler can found a city, which is an outpost, from where you can train units. Now fortress is heavily fortified. An outpost is not. You can very easily get stone fortress, which has very thick walls, which you can use to your advantage in order to win. Now you've got a number of units. You've got the regular, you've got human civic guard, which are regular units. You've got human longswordsmen, which are infantry, and then you have human archers. Now I'm gonna get a couple of archers. The reason for it is that I start off with a bunch of melee units, but I only start with one archer unit. And archer units in this game can dish out a lot of damage if used properly. That's not to say melee units are useless, far from it. In fact, melee units can do a lot of their own damage as well. So let's get this, and it's gonna build a shrine at my city, because that's an object in the world which will put an upgrade on your nearest city. In Age of Wonders 2, you could choose between two upgrades. In this game, you can only get one. Now, I'm gonna move them here, and we have an Yeti. Means there's 3 units over there. All right, let's begin. Manual combat. Auto combat is not recommended. Auto resolve is not really that good in this particular game. Okay. So independents are moving. Marissa can take care of herself. She's a big girl. Okay. She was also a spellcaster. Now, one thing I don't like in this game is the way the camera moves. It's really clunky, like really clunky, how the camera moves in this particular game. So, we've got... Now, I have 2 units of longswordsmen, okay. I'm gonna move him over here. Now, I want that Yeti to actually get close. Oh, wait. Bloody hell. See? Nice. Oh, what the? I just retreated him. Okay, that was a bad move on my part. I apologize. Okay, and she's gonna go take out those wargs. She's not gonna kill him in one hit, but she's gonna do some damage. Okay, she's killed the wargs in their attack. Now we are... Right. Well, that's not... No one said this would be easy. Now, did they? That's 19 damage. She still has 35. Well, that was unfortunate. I should have fired my musket really. But I kind of thought they would be able to handle that. He would be able to handle that. You can't... There we go. The unit is dead and my archers have been promoted. Edward has died for a second there, but I'll be fine. I'm gonna get him at my throne city soon enough. Where is Edward? Okay. If they flee to the void, your leader will reappear here. When? I'm really curious, when is that gonna happen? Alright, Larissa's gonna move further west. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I'm gonna get right. Hey, where the fuck is Edward? Oh, let's see here. Ah, there we go. It takes a number of days for him to return. It's not like in Age of Wonders 2 where he just returns in one turn. Okay, let the enemy unleash his dogs of war. Nice fact that you can actually speed it up when the AI is moving. So I've got Skin of Oil. Now how many points does that cost me? That's 16. Oh, leader not present, double the cost. I see. That's why it's so much. Oh, I'm gonna use Magic Fist on those guys, and you can only cast with one at a time. Don't particularly care if I lose the Civic Guard right there from the enemy great swords, and how close can I? Well, that should do a bit of damage. I'm gonna put them in a defensive stance and move these Civic Guards right here and do a bit more damage to that unit. Okay. And they're gonna move, they're gonna cause immense casualties in my own army. So, for instance, that unit almost died. I'm gonna throw a fireball. And those units are dead right there. Okay, light crossbow should do the trick. Even if they don't kill them, they'll weaken them enough for my... Oh, bloody hell, the enemy had the first strike because they have pole arms. Okay, I lost nothing actually. I can upgrade. Now this is a fortress. You can't train units here, but you can upgrade. Alright, what's his situation? He's got a few units. I'm gonna get some longswordsmen and then, well, I'm not really worried here about being attacked, so I can take it easy. Besides, these towns barely have anything. If I do get attacked, it's... It's not an irrecoverable loss unless I lose all my troops. Select new research. I'm gonna go with no, I can produce engineer. Yeah, engineers have guns, so I'll get that. Very likely victory. What do we have? Razor bow, priest, spearman. I'm likely going to fight most battles on my own because, as I said, the auto resolve is bad and I don't want to lose units. If I get a very high level army, then I'm obviously not going to worry too much about casualties in auto resolve. That hurts. If she dies, by the way, I lose, so that's awesome. More casualties, okay. Just gonna move them forward and put them in defensive stance. Alright. Razor bow will take some casualties. Not many, but good enough from my perspective. Eat that, my friends. And Larissa will hit the priests. Died. By the way, you can level up your heroes, and you likely should level up the heroes. Oh! Thought they were gonna heal them, but didn't happen. Well, you know, it doesn't matter how many units, how many troops in a unit die. You can still do just as much damage. Okay, civic guards going in. Good. And let's... Actually, I'll bring Larissa and she'll... There we go. She'll level up. For me, just like that. Good. Very good. We have secured the area. The rear guard has arrived. The cannon is very useful in a siege. We can use it to take the rebel settlements. Oh, okay, secured the area. Well, I haven't really secured the full area, have I? What did I gain here? Human engineers and human musketeers. Now this is a pretty high level army. The cannon especially is pretty fucking high level. Okay. Let me upgrade her. Okay, what can I upgrade on her? Well, not melee strength, she's a sorceress, so upgrading melee strength is seems like a foolish idea. It's well, that would actually cost 5. I'm gonna get range strength on her. Okay, good. Alright, Costin here on Serious Gaming signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more. Also, don't forget to check out my walkthroughs on Dailymotion, and if you'd like to support this channel, there's a donation link in the description below.